Hi, Rusty Dog here, and I've just got back from Weird in my Furtherlands, and I decided to camp out for the night inside the cockpit of my Cobra because I've got the most comfiest chair inside the Cobra. That was a little gift from an engineer. So why am I here? Well, it's because it's gonna be another video about me pimping up one of my ships. Now, I've got two more that I want to do, and they're both the big ones, the Anaconda and the Corvette. Now, the plan again was to do the Anaconda, but it looks like it's going to be left until last, because I'm going to do the Corvette today. Simply because it has the two huge hard points, and if you saw my last video you will have seen one huge multi-cannon on my Furtherlands being put to the test. Well, the Corvette has two of them. Now, before we get to that, I want to make a small apology about a video I did 2 videos ago, which was the one where I was pimping up the Cobra to grade 5. Yeah, for the first 5 minutes of that video I was eating. I was very hungry, and I was also keen to make the video, and at the tail end of my food I started the video, and not least for the fact that it's bad manners, I can only apologize and say it won't happen again. I did have a comment or two left on the video about it, and you're quite right. So yep, comment noted, and I will heed it. So let's move on. I'm going to try and avoid the word pimp for the rest of the video. I could say beefing up the Corvette, but there might be vegetarians watching, so I'm just going to have to say upgrade. So let's have a look in the shipyard and go to the stock FDL. Now then, I'm not so much interested about the top speeds, boost speeds, blah blah blah, because or even the shields, because they are all on D-rated modules. That's how you buy the ship. But if you compare it to my Furtherlands, look at my shields, 1,410. This is a result of the modifications I made to it in the last video. I ended up with a top speed of 376 against the standard 265. And let me see if I can keep that up there. No, it won't. Okay. And the boost speed of the stock ship, 357. Of course, you put A-rated thrusters on there, it's going to be even more. And then once I had the engineer, it boosted it up to 507. It hasn't changed the maneuverability at all, apparently. It's still rated 6 out of 10. The jump range has clearly gone up. I mean, it goes up anyway to around 12.8 once you have an A-rated FSD. But I'm up to 16 now. The shields is a massive increase. And I had 3 shield boosters on there, which I did 2 modifications one way and 1 modification on 1 shield booster another way, and then I boosted the shields themselves. Now, what's interesting to note here is the shields are 1,410, but if I go through the rest of my ships and I stop at the Corvette, it pretty much matches the shields of the Corvette, which is just beating it by 37 at 1,447. Obviously the armor is more. Now what I'd be interested in, because they are so close, is how quick will that regenerate from 0, from maybe popping into silent running and then taking it off again. compared to the FDL, because the Furtherland's recharge takes a long time. I was at one point, I had 2 rings gone, or well, one and a bit. And it just took an awful long time to recharge. And I don't know what it is on the Corvette. The charge time, I don't know if it's just going to be around the same. But clearly this is going to go up when we take this to the engineer. And cargo 192, so I've got plenty of, if they've still got fish available, I've got very much flexibility to be playing around with all sorts of settings. Now my hard points are the 2 huge multi-cannons, which they're going to be fun to play with, and then we've got pulse lasers for the rest. But on the 2 smalls, they're turreted, but on these 3 I could play with the fish. That sounds weird, but yeah, play with the fish enough so that I get an experimental, until I get an experimental effect on each laser, regardless of the recipe results, and just have 1, 2, 3, maybe all 5 with different recipes on them and see how it goes. I am really keen to do the Anaconda though, because it also has a huge hard point, which is a pulse laser, and I would swap that out for a multi-cannon. But it's all pulse lasers on this Anaconda, and you can fire them all at the same time. And if I was able to put a mod on this that will give me more capacitor capabilities, so I could fire them for longer while they have been upgraded, that would be fantastic. I mean, because the firepower on all of these is already quite substantial. But I don't think these small ones are turreted. I think they're all gimbaled. But you've basically got seven pulse lasers firing at you. What would be important here would be to try and upgrade the engines to get a bit better pitching, and the turn rate to be quicker. Anyway, so the only reason I'm doing the Corvette before the Anaconda, as I've said, is just because it's got 2 huge hard points, for no other reason, because I am really keen to do the Anaconda. And I wasn't going to change the loadout of the Anaconda, but I think I will. I think I will put a multi-cannon on the huge hard point. Now, of course, I'm not going to keep the video running for the journey over to Blackhide, particularly due to the fact that I've got a very crappy jump range on this thing. It's about, it's more or less 1 light year less than the Furtherland's was. So probably looking at 8 or 9 jumps. But if I can beef up the jump range to something like what the Furtherland's has got now, which is 16, if I can get beyond 16 with this, because it's a bigger module possibly, then that would be something. Now it seems I have 3 fish on board. I'm just going to check. I'm going to say that Jameson Memorial doesn't have any, and indeed it does not. So I am going to have to either hope that there's some at Blackhide, or I'm going to have to skedaddle and go somewhere else. So what I'll do is I'll stop the video now, and then I will come back when I'm at Blackhide and I've got a cargo hold full of fish. I'm not going to put 192 in there, it's ridiculous. I'll probably stick about 50 fish in there, something like that. Yeah, and then I'll do the Anaconda next, and then possibly, if there's time before the 2.1 final arrives, then we can maybe look at some missions on the mission board and find a mission to do, pick a suitable ship to do it with, which obviously means picking the mission from Jameson Memorial, more likely, and yeah, see if we can pick up some new style missions or something. So that's the plan. But best laid plans and all that, eh? I think it's probably about time for me to bookmark the Black Hide, because I'm really having to go here quite regular. So I am going to bookmark it right now. Okay, so here, and we need to go to the surface, and I'm just going to bookmark that. Now that's a local bookmark, that's alright. So if I go back now, and back again, and there we go. So Black Hide and plot a route. Oh, I don't need any fuel. Okay, that's good. I've got enough fuel to get there. And it is 9 jumps. So I will be there with a load of fish. See you back when I'm there. Okay, we are back, and as you can see we are approaching Black Hide. I don't have any fish as of yet, but I am pinning all my hopes on that there will be fish at Black Hide. There was 8,800 in stock yesterday, so I'm kind of hoping that there's going to be some left. And if there isn't, well, it's kind of, I have to put it down to Frontier, because they really need to make sure that there's almost an unlimited supply, or that it never runs out. Whenever the stock reaches to maybe 500, that it will restock itself to 10,000 again, something like that. You can't really be running out when you want people to test stuff. You can't be wasting time looking for fish. So anyway, like I said, I'm pinning my hopes that there's going to be some here. And seeing where that round crater is up there, the big one in front of me, now reminds me of the different angle I'm approaching Black Hide than I did in my Furtherlands, which was from pretty much 90 degrees to the right. Well, if I turn my ship 90 degrees to the left. Let's say I'm approaching from north, my Furtherlands was approaching from the west, but all that is quite irrelevant. And I think we've got a pretty good glide path here. This looks pretty good. It looks very good. It looks very good. Well, it could have been better.
Core Dynamics, Romeo, Uniform, Sierra, Heavy.
That's me.
Automated flight control protocol initiated. Please submit a request prior to landing.
I just did.
Docking permission authorized.
Is that me over there?
To landing pad 05.
That's me. Yep, that's number 5. Romeo Uniform Sierra, acknowledged. Over and out. And have you got any fish? Alright then.
Landing gear deployed.
Yes, I seem to have a little bit of the return of the, I don't know what to call it, drizzly is the only word I can think of. The return of the drizzly throat. Excuse me. Right then. So while I made that apology for food, I'm not going to make it for drink. I will have drink here if I need it, because with all the talking I need, I need lubrication.
Docking procedure completed. Ship secured. Greetings, Commander.
Yeah, okay. I'm a respected ally, am I? Okay then. Well, prove it. Sell me some fish. Oh, it's gone up. 12,000. Fantastic. Okay, I stopped at 90. 90 it is. Brilliant. They got fish. It's restocked. Well done. And I don't want to put a curse on it yet, but I'm probably going to. But I've docked only at Shinrata and only... I've docked at Shinrata, Black Hide and another space station in this system beginning with V, and I don't... Voldemort? I don't know. What is... It's not Voldemort, obviously. Oh, come on. Starting system up, like starting at an old clapped out Fiat Panda. This one. Voneberg Cooperative. So I've been to Voneberg, I've been to here to Black Hide, and I've been to Shinrata. And so far, not only have I not seen the black bar that goes across the screen, but I haven't seen the standby either. I've seen it when you switch ships around, but not in docking. Now I don't know if they've taken away the standby dialogue as well as the black bar. I don't mind. In version 2 it was just the standby dialogue on its own. It was like kind of on a transparent background, so there was nothing there. Then they put this horrid black bar right across the screen. I don't know why. I don't know what made them think to do that. It was just completely unnecessary and just bleh. It looks to me, if it's gone, if it is brilliant, if they've got rid of the standby logo as well, that's okay, because there's nothing much you can do. Now I hope I'm not going to enter the hangar, and I'm hoping that I'm not going to curse this. See, there's no standby, nothing. I'm happy with that. I'm cool with that. That's pretty good. We don't really need to stand by on this phase because we know that we can't do anything. If it is confirmed that there's no more black bar since Beta 6, I'm going to be very happy. I know it was just a petty little graphical thing, but God, it was awful. And I would have hated to have had to look at that every time I docked or played this game, you know. So anyway... I didn't do what I wanted to do, which was... actually, I did do it. I can refer back to it. I wanted to go in the shipyard and look at the Corvette's figures, which we did look at earlier on, so I could refer back. Because what I want to do when I've got this ship outfitted, obviously is test it in the field like I did with the Fer-de-Lance, and then get it back to Shinrata Desra and take a look at all the ship stats and see what the differences are compared to what they were. Okay, so let's go into the engineers and get started. So we've got all this to get through, so hopefully I'm not going to jabber on as much as I did in the last video. I know pretty much what I'm going for, so let's just go do it. I know straight away I'm going for the increased FSD range, which currently sits at 11.92 if I'm not mistaken. I am mistaken. 11.36 is what we're at. Okay, so let's see where we go. We've got 93 fish to be going on with, and what we're really looking for here is obviously the best optimized mass possible, whilst trying to get the least mass as well. So have a haddock and go for it. Okay, the mass is okay. The power draw is pretty crap. And the optimized mass has worked out really bad as well. The boot time's come down 9%. But no, the optimized, that's not enough. That's going to give me a little bit of an increase in jump range, but nowhere near what I want. And to be not satisfied with that and still have this, no. No, 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 no. Unacceptable. Come on, I'm one of your best customers. Okay, the reds are looking good. If we get a good blue, ooh, now that looks favorable. Let's see what happens here. Whoa. Okay, well that's taken a bit of a drop. So out to yeah, we're only 25 points or whatever that is away from the maximum. I'm going to apply that. The integrity's... the question here is, right, this is a projected range for the values that it's going to, that the random number generator is going to be calculated within, okay? So within 48 and 60, it's going to come up with a number within that range. So is it then the case that the secondary effects can push those values outside of that projected range? Because if so, then having this marker outside of this range would therefore make sense. Okay, just wondering. Rhetorical question, of course, because nobody can really answer. So we can always engineer a new jump range. So we're up to 13.9, so I probably could have got it up to about, yeah, it's probably going to increase with some of the some more mods we do. We might settle up at around 14 light years, but it hasn't gone up as much as the Corvette. Sorry, as the Fer-de-Lance, because if it had, I think it would have settled at around 15. So clearly, yeah, I think we can do better. I think we can do better. Let's do another one. Oh, I've done the wrong thing. Oh well. I thought it was going to put me back straight into the place where I was, but of course it's not. So here we go. Is it me or does this look different? This range, is it... Oh, this is comparing it with the one I've got on now. So it's saying I'm getting 1%. Oh, I see. It's 1% less than what it is right now. Of course, these figures are based on the currently optimized mod. So I've got better mass. I've got 5% better mass and 1% less optimized mass. But the fact that this is 5% less might give me a better jump range overall. However, the integrity has been lost another 10%. Should we apply it? I want to apply it because I know that this has gone down 1%. But the actual mass is better by 5%. I'm going to apply it because I want to see if it gives a better result. Yeah, it does. You see, it really does. So now it's 1406, but the mass is greater, obviously. 10% greater than the previous mod. No, not mass, integrity, wasn't it? It was 10%. I might come back to this. FSD interdictors, well, the only really thing you can do here, you've got longer range, which is okay. but your facing limit gets reduced, which means you can do it from longer, but you've got to be more directly behind the target. This one means you can be less directly behind the target in order to make the interdiction work. So there's no point me doing this. It's going to cost me mass, and for the rest of the few days that I'm going to be, or the rest of the time I'll be using the Corvette, I'm not going to be using it that much. So, power disc. Let's go for this. So, really, we want the big one, don't we? This. And the charge enhanced was what? See, this is bigger. Now the capacity means I can shoot for longer. You see here, I can shoot for longer, but it recharges slower. This is the opposite effect. It recharges quicker, but it doesn't shoot for as long. So, which one do you want? You want more capacity and slower recharge? I'm going to say, yeah, I do. I want to be able to shoot for longer. So, preview the outcome of this one. I'll see where my jump range ends up at the end of this. If it dips under 14, I might give it another shot. Right, my recharge times couldn't be worse. Wow, look at the engine. That's good for boosting. That would have been that 28% would have been nice on the weapons. Ideally, this would have been better placed on the weapons. But this is gonna, my shield recharging is, it's gonna be right down at the bottom. Let's see if we can fiddle another one. Okay, weapons is good. Okay, everything's good and everything's bad. You see, it's yin and yang. Yin and yang. I keep getting it wrong. Yin and yang. Oh, we've got a good weapons capacity there. Okay, I'm going to apply that then. What's my power at the moment? 105. Okay, I'm not worried. Armor. That's going to add a lot to the mass. I've already got a lot of armor actually. And numbers wise. Go on, let's give it a shot. Okay, mass is staying at 0, which I think seems to be the norm. I don't know. Okay, so none of them are really at the high end of the scale here. The best one is the thermal resistance, so you know, against the laser power, but I'm going to do another one anyway, just to have some kind of comparison. So I think mass, I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, we got better results there. Let's see if anything gets spoiled. Hull boost. Yeah, that's kind of okay. Average around 10%, I would say. Maybe, well, a bit less, about 11ish. And it's only the hull anyway. I'm not planning to let my shields go down. Heavy duty armor. Okay, so what's this hull reinforcement then? Oh yes, of course, the hull reinforcements, you can do those as well. Okay, let's go for the heavy duty. I mean, the ship's already bloody heavy anyway, so a couple of more tons isn't going to make that much of a difference. Alright, well the mass isn't great. Anything halfway or less would have been good. Nah, this is a pretty below average outcome, I think. If the mass improves. Yeah, it's quite just below average, isn't it, really? So let's try that again. And again with the mass. The blues are good though. I might have to sacrifice that mass because I've got good results in the blue. And the mass has come up. Oh, can you stay like this? Oh, even better. I'll take it. Much better. Much, much better. I'll take that. Okay, engines. Yeah, here we go. Thrusters. Now then. You cannot see ship's top speed from here, can you? So I don't know what I'm going to get. There is a way to find out though. So before we do the engines, which is where we are right now, just pop into outfitting and we'll see that currently the top speed is 206 and the boost is not much different, but it is different at 268. Thankfully Frontier have now fixed these speeds so we can see what's going on. Alright then, 206 and 268. So let's back out of this, go back to the engineer, and go to engines, and we want dirty drive tuning. And this is where we really want a good outcome here. So optimal multiplier, we really want that to be as high as it can get, and that's pretty good. But look what the sacrifice is here. I'm pretty much more concerned with the power draw, but the optimal masses, it's probably offsetting any good that this is doing, is it? I don't know. That's a really good result, the 25. But the optimal mass and the integrity is... No, I'm going to try again. Yeah, I am going to try again because I reckon I can achieve a good result up there again and maybe get better reds. It literally is just throwing a dice. Now that I've been playing with this for a while, I have to say I'm really not a fan of all this. It's basically a fruit machine, is what this is. It's like you put your money in, you pull the handle, and you see what you get. I mean, obviously I'm going to take this recipe. Yeah. And you see what you get. And that's it. And then on top of that, if you get the 3 cherries, then you get this little bonus wheel coming up, and see if you get a... It's a fruit machine. That's what it is. And you're going out collecting your coins to come back and put in. It's gambling. So that's all it is. It's intergalactic gambling, and it should be banned. It is. It's a fruit machine though, isn't it? That's what it is. Okay. So now we're boosting past 300 now. So 20 something it was, wasn't it? Now we're at 250 and the boost speed has gone from 286 to 334. So for a big ship like a Corvette, 334 ain't bad. Ain't bad. And even the jump range has gone up by 0.01. I'll take anything that it'll throw out there. Okay, power plant, as usual, I'm going to miss that out. I'm going to do it last. Okay, might as well do the pulse lasers then. Ooh, buddy, so we've got a couple of them here. So these are all gimbaled, and the two small ones are turreted. And yeah, let's just see if we can get some experimental effects on these. So on all of them, I'm just going to go for overcharged, and hopefully the ship can withstand all of that, power-wise and heat-wise. So the top two obviously is where we want the good results, and oh, the jitter. See, 0.48 doesn't look like a lot, but that's a lot of movement. But I've got so many lasers firing. Oh, and they've come down too much. Ah, now that's a good result, the distributor draw. And here goes your bonus. We've got the 3 cherries, so here's the bonus. It's like 3 cherries and a little mini roulette wheel. And if you want to speed this up, which I'm going to, just click on it. And click on it. Oh yeah, it's done it. Okay, so again, the jitter's better, but the DPS and the damage is not really worth doing. So this guy just wants fish. I think he just has a lot of cats to feed or something like that. Okay, so the blues are good, but the jitter is, it could not be worse. But the damage is pretty good, and this is only on 1 laser. I'm going to try again. Yeah, this is going to take a while, unfortunately, but it won't be like this in the real game, because you just simply won't have the materials and commodities to play around like this. Those blues are very good. Can we do something about the jitter? No. Okay, for this 1 laser I'm just going to have to put up with it. Yeah, I don't win any cherries though, do I? Here we go. And the time I do get an effect, I'll probably get really crap results here. I've got some good damage here. I'm going to apply that. I'm not. If I get an experimental effect, it's just a bonus. You know, get the jackpot. Okay, let's go. All right, let's pull the handle on the fruit machine, and here we go. And of course, immediately I realise my mistake. I want me fish back, because we're going for overcharge. Right then. Why does the jitter have to be so bad? That's more or less the results I got last time, and the distributor draw as well. The distributor and the jitter couldn't be worse. I'm going to try again. See if I can throw a double 6. Ooh. Well, having crap blues gives you better reds. Oh, did I speak too soon? I have another fish. Oh, it could be all bloody day. Well, okay, the damage per second isn't that great. The damage is okay, but the distributor draw and the jitter are considerably better, and the rate of fire is up. So I'm going to take that one, simply because I haven't got all day when I'm doing the video. So again, let's go for overcharge. This will be particularly useful on the turreted weapons, I would think. I've already spent 21 fish. Honestly, this is like, it's not an engineer's base, it's a casino. Oh, that's crap, innit? Well, I say crap, it's pretty much more or less what the other one had. Do it again. These experimental effects are not coming thick and fast anymore. It's pretty much what we had last time. Oh, get to hell. If you don't give me good results, I'll have to look for another engineer. Wheel of Fortune, and the category is Geography. Yeah. Right, I'm going to accept it simply because my tolerance for this is starting to run low. Okay, so here we go with the two turreted lasers. These are very small, so yeah, how much distributor draw can these things have, really? Oh, nice jitter. I mean, it's not nice because it's worse than before. I would really like some good damage on these though, and as I say that, they both get dropped. But the reds are brilliant. So 50% more damage per second and 31% more damage. Is that good? Is that alright? Oh! This might swing it. Wow. Experimental upgrade that causes strikes to envelop the target in energetic particles, significantly amplifying its signature at the cost of increasing heat generation for the attacker. Oh, so basically then what that is people who like to run stealth, this will then amplify their signature on the radar so they can be seen. But the cost of that is that my ship's going to get hotter. So, screw that. Let's try again. That's the case of winning the jackpot and then putting your money back in the machine, isn't it? Okay, keep those results and I'll take it. Those results are better. Oh, great. And I've got... yeah, I'm going to take this one then. Do I get an effect? Twice in a row? I don't think so. I'll take those results though. Definitely. Damage per second, 62% more with a turreted weapon. Yes, I'll take that. I will take that, sir. Thank you very much. Right. Once again then, let's go to overcharge. And preview and view cost and generate. 3 buttons to click to get there. Okay, the rate of fire has only gone up 2%. The jitter is acceptable. The damage per second, not so much. There's nothing to wow me there. So let's spend another fish. In the 34th century, the currency was fish. Okay, damage per second is crazy. Distributor draw, bad. Good damage though. But I am modifying the distributor as well. Oh, what do? I've got really good results in the blues, but I've got the worst possible results. Oh, what the hell. Do it. I want to move on. Multi-cannons. Now, these are the 2 huge multi-cannons. So, the question is going to be, How long can I fire those lasers for? I really want some destructive damage on these things. Oh, the damage per second is... You see, they fire pretty slow anyway. So... Oh, no, you've let me down. Distributor draw, very good. Rate of fire, up 12%. That's not bad. Damage per second, 47%. No, do it again. Okay, auto loader. So it auto reloads the weapon at the cost of a reduced clip size. Yeah, but by how much? I got great blues here. Look at that, 100% more damage per second. Auto loading, but at a reduced clip. By how much? I guess I'm going to have to apply it to find out. The distributor draw, it's taking 50% more. Go on. What are we looking at now? 109. Okay, that's doable, that's okay. Where are we? Okay. Let's go overcharged again. And generate the next one. A good rate of fire and a good damage quotient would be great. That's brilliant. Oh! Man, if I was to get an effect as well. Are you kidding? This one is ace. Friend or foe targeting upgrade that causes rounds to self-destruct before damaging ships that are not currently targeted. Okay, so basically same as normal, but it just can't damage friendly ships. Fine. These results are brilliant. Wow. I got a good one there. For me, that's the equivalent of the 3 cherries. Get that on there. Cool. One of those multi-cannons has got more damage. The other one has got auto reload. Very cool. Right, let's do the prismatic shield, which is already yeah, I think what I should put on here is it enhanced low power? The one that makes it regenerate quicker. I don't know. Which one are we going for anyway? Reinforced shields. Yeah, we got regenerate. We're going to lose that. We're going to have better shields, but it's going to regenerate even slower. And prismatics, they're pretty good, but they're going to regenerate slower than normal anyway. But let's see. Oh, we got some good blues there. That means some crappy reds, does it? Oh, that looks good. Ooh, okay, don't drop things too much. Thermal resistance, great, that's great. Okay, explosive resistance is down, but still, it's still up by 6.2. Yeah, go on, I'll take it. I'll take it, first shot. Shield boosters, how many we got? Oh, only 3. I'm going to do what I did last time. I'm going to do 2 heavy duty and 1 resistance augmented. So I'll do it exactly the same. I'll do heavy first, then resistance, and then heavy. Same as I did on the Fer-de-Lance. I'm not saying I've stumbled into any recipe here. Oh, the mass is really bollocks there. But it is only a shield booster after all, and I've got really good blues. Yeah, that's it. It weighs twice as much now. But look at the shield boost, 232%. Go on. How much can a shield booster weigh, really? Okay, so now we're going to go for the resistance augmented. Let's do it. You'll notice here there's no mass issues here at all. It's basically your power draw and your integrity, which are your downsides. I'm sick of getting these lollipops right at the bottom, but I do have brilliant results there. I'll take it. And finally, a heavy duty. Well, that's kind of mediocre, isn't it, really? Do another one. Ooh. Again, I'm suffering with the mass, but the shield boost itself is hellish. So I'll take that. Right then, so we're pretty much done, all except for the power plant. So what are we looking at then? We're still at 109%. That's going to go away very quickly. Okay, so we're at 109. So now let's do the power plant and drop that by using an overcharged power plant. If you're using overcharged stuff and integrity drops, shouldn't you be more prone to systematic or module failures, I would say? Okay. Oh, I was just waiting for that to shoot up. I'll take that. The blue's right at the top there. Take it. Boom. Okay, we're done.
Exceeded.
Yeah, exceeded.
Shields offline.
Right, it was 109%. 83. We got a really, really good one there. 83% usage. Everything now can be on number 1. We do not need to prioritize anything. It's all one. Now, the multi-cannons, where are you? Got 2,100 there. One of them has got less, so I'm guessing it's the other one, because I think 2,100 is the standard amount. And this one's only pulling in 2% power, so the other one must be up there. Oh, why have they... Oh, I see. Oh, so okay, the maximum amount of ammo is the same, but the clip is less. So you only get 72 shots against 90, but this one will reload automatically. And this one won't. So this one can stop firing, while this one is still firing, and this one can be reloading in the meantime. This one will still have to reload, but only if you keep firing quicker than what it can reload. It'll make sense when you see it in action. And the final jump range is 14.2. From 11.92 to 14.2. I suppose it's okay. I would have liked to be in the 15s, but yeah, I could probably re-engineer another one, but I'm not going to. I've still got 56 fish left. I think I'm going to dump them or sell them back to the market, because I don't want to carry 56 tons with me. So I'm going to sell those. I'm going to keep 10. Okay. Right. Let's get it out there then. How long? Look, we're in the hangar, and look, the shields haven't even charged yet. I mean, the length of time that they take to recharge, like on the Fer-de-Lance, this is probably going to take even longer. I'd be interested to know what the shields and armor figures are for this ship right now. You can't find out though, can you? You have to stick it into to the shipyard to find out. It's weird that, isn't it? It'd be nice if there was a tab here called Ship Info, and it told you all your info, like you get in the outfitting. So where are we headed? Well, we're not going. I've just pressed Galaxy Map, and I didn't mean to. Anyway, I'm going to break this video off right now because we're going to go into combat, and I want to resynchronize the sound, make sure that it's not off. So I'll be back. Right, we're back. Quite a bit's happened since I just left you just now. I'll quickly recap, very, very briefly, because it's a video you're not going to see because I've already deleted it. Came into the ice ring, took a few ships out, and then I did something I've done before, fired on the ship before the scan had finished. So I got a fine, but then of course the ship got destroyed, so that all got put on me, which meant I had 6 days wanted in this system, which was not very desirable. So I went to a neighbouring system, bought a Sidewinder, blew it up in the station by smashing it all over the walls, which turned my my wanted bounty into a now dormant bounty, obviously losing the 2.1 million that I earned yesterday, but that's wholly and totally irrelevant because this is not money you can take with you, so it really doesn't matter. That's the least of my worries. None of this money, none of the kills, none of it counts in the main game, so it really doesn't matter. And the other thing I learned in that time was I did lose a shield ring. A python that was on the very last of its shields, it had about half a ring left or something, decided he wanted to ram into me, and it cost him everything, his last shield and all of his hull. Anyway, I was down one shield ring. I had it on maximum pips to systems for about 10 minutes, and the outer ring of the shield was still red. So these shields, prismatics, beefed up, just take a hell of a long time to recharge. So it's making me think now about not even standard but bi-weaves, to put bi-weaves on. 3-2. And it turns out that the shields on this, the rating is 2,750.
Scan detected.
And the armour is something like 1,400. So my shield rating has actually doubled. Let's see how we can deal with a deadly python. My turrets can still fire while my lasers replenish. Oh, he's using some shield cells, is he? Cool. I think the deadly and elites do that. I think I'm largely missing there, but I'm going to wait till his shields go down now. Target power plant.
Targeting their power generator.
Okay, let's see what these babies can do. One of them will be constantly reloading. Very Star Wars, isn't it? Well, with help from an eagle.
Target destroyed.
Elite Further Lance. I should be protecting my shields with at least a pip. Oh yes, Elite means you get the executive chaff launchers. 3-1. 3-2. Change of mind there. I haven't had to do much so far. I wouldn't ram into me if I were you. It would not be healthy for you.
Target shields offline. Warning. Thermal attack. Gaining heat.
Aye. Oh, good night. I told you not to ram into me. 1-2.
Target destroyed.
206, was that 260? 280? Yeah, 260. I wanted Eagle. I wonder if I can do this with no pips. No pips to weapons. Let's see if I've got enough energy to take him out. Probably. Yeah, maybe not. It depends how much he runs.
Target shields offline. Target destroyed.
Yeah, I'd like to be looking at some better ships, really. 1-2. That's not how you spell Cerberus, but there you go. That's how you spell your Cerberus.
Target shields.
Yeah, the multi-cannons can still be effective on the shields, don't worry about that. Yeah, good night.
Target destroyed.
I'm wanted again. 2-1. I've come the wrong way, haven't I, really? Retract weapons.
Retracting weapons.
I'm just going to forget this base. I don't know why I got wanted again. I didn't do anything wrong. Super Cruise.
Engaging crew.
Drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Well, I guess what I'm going to do is break off the video and find myself a different location. Because this place is no good. Okay, I'll be back when I've found somewhere, and it'll probably take about half an hour for my shields to come back, so unless I land somewhere, we'll see. Catch you in a bit. Okay, here we are, shields replenished, and we are at my old stomping ground of Timbuldaris, however you want to say it. And we're going into one of the hazardous resource extraction sites. I had to land at a space station in order to get the shields recharged because I've just done 10 jumps and the last shield ring still wasn't up. I mean, it was still red. So I think I am literally, without exaggerating, if the shields were down or almost down, I'm looking at half an hour for a full recharge, without docking, which is wow, it's quite an exceptional wait. So I think this is a rocky set of rings, but it is hazardous, so there'll be nobody stealing our kills. And let's see if we get a bit more luck on our side this time in terms of not getting wanted. And it's fairly dark. Lights on.
Lights on.
Might make a difference with those last second maneuvers.
Scan detected.
Good thing about these shields is you can smack into space stations and asteroids and they're still fine. But when they're down, they're down.
Target shields offline.
3-2. Haha, the turrets finished him off.
Target
I
destroyed.
didn't have to finish that one. I don't think I've got a great instance, but maybe we'll get more spawning very soon. Boost.
Boost.
Under attack. Warning. Impulse attack. Target shields offline.
2-3. I've got fairly good longevity on the laser, so I can actually go 4 pips to engines, and the turrets can fire without the capacitor draining.
Target.
So anything else appeared in the meantime? It doesn't look like it. I'm going to invent some new voice commands, I think. One called, I could say balance engine and shields, but I'd rather use the numbers because it's quicker. So I would say balance 2-3, and it would give the same amount of pips to engines and weapons. Or I could say balance 1-3 or 3-1. I have to count for both. Balance 1-3 and balance 3-1 should be the same command, but you can say them in any order. We have a clipper. Agile, quick, and 7 kilometers away. But is he wanted? Boost.
Boost activated.
No point using kill warrant scanners either because the credits don't count for anything. Boost.
Boosting left.
3-1. 3-2. 3-1. Target power plant.
Targeting their power
Oh,
generator.
forget it. There's no point. He's almost gone anyway. I don't want to waste the bullets. You know what I think? I think if you're really close to a ship when it blows up, I think it should affect your damage. You should be able to attain damage from that, from an explosion. Not a lot, but some. You know, maybe a little impact on your shields. If you've got no shields, maybe a couple of % off your hull. I think there should be some more. There should be some more impact there from an explosion. 2-1. Target.
Targeting.
Oh, he's not going to last very long then. Who's the bad guy here? Him? Three one.
Target shields offline.
3-2. These twin
Target
multi-cannons,
destroyed.
they look great when they fire. It's almost like Star Wars.
Target shields offline.
But I don't want to waste them. So yeah.
Target destroyed.
Now I know he's fine. I just want him tagged. You know what I haven't tried is you know how cool the ships look now with the new materials and stuff, and with the new surface materials. Well, I haven't checked out my Chrome Vulture. Wasting ammo. Yeah, I don't know whether it looks really, good and chromy like it does on the Fer-de-Lance when you've got reflective parts. Because the chrome before looked a bit naff. I don't know if it looks the same now as it did before. Well, I haven't had any pips to shields, and I haven't had any. I don't even think I've even been hit, have I? I have to say I've got a pretty crappy instance here. I may just jump out and in, see if I can get something a bit better. Having said that, yeah, the two ships I don't have in the real game is a Corvette and an FDL. I would be more drawn towards the FTL because I think there's a lot more fun to be had with the smaller ships than the bigger ones, because just to hit here like this and just pew 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 on small ships and blowing them up, there's no adrenaline there, there's no fun. I know my shields are going to last me for God knows how long. But in something like a Fer-de-Lance where you got a bit more risk, but it can really demolish ships as well. Let's see how we cope with a wing here. What's he winged with? Ooh, Vipers, eh? Well, that could be interesting. 3-1. I'm gonna have to protect the shields. I might have to go all out here. Just fired the multi-cannons from the outset. 2 ships firing on me, but boost.
Boosting now.
The problem is I can't get to them. Boost.
Boost.
Target shields offline.
3-2.
Target destroyed.
Ugh. Look at my shields, I mean nothing. And I've got no pips to them either. A dealer in death. Okay, I think my outer shield ring has got slight discoloration. I can't really tell. I don't think so. Oh Jesus! 2 Vipers firing on me and nothing. And I'll tell you what, those multi-cannons firing on the shields at the same time as the pulse lasers. Wow. I remember a time when federal dropships, gunships and assault ships would make me nervous. Not in this thing.
Scan detected.
Scan this.
Under attack. Target shields offline.
Sorry, Sarah.
Target destroyed.
Two one. Assault mode.
Configuring for attack.
So smooth. Configuring for attack. Someone's going to die.
Target shields online.
Two, three. Loaf of paint. What a bizarre name. Slice of pencil. Oh, look at the fogging here. It looks so much better than it did. Look at the fogging. It looks just so good. And look how I hit that asteroid. How cool was that?
Target shields offline.
I'll just let my turrets do the work.
Under attack. Scan detected.
I'm not firing. I'm just leaving it to my 2 turrets. I'll just close the distance down. Two pips to weapons, yeah.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Target shields online. Scan detected. Target shields offline. Target destroyed.
1-3. So he did get a little bit of my shield. All right. I happen to be going backwards at the moment. Yeah, look at the graphics here. It just looks so much better than it did in 2. It will be difficult to go back to 2 now. One, 2. Boost.
Thrusters. Boosting now.
Boost.
Boost activated.
3-1. Oh, he was facing away. Heavens above. That's two master gunships that have just bought it. Or was the other one a dropship? Can't remember.
Destroyed.
Oh, I got a bit of shield damage there. That'll take about 10 minutes to come back. Oh. Okay. No fair. I wanted to put this against an Anaconda. Two one. 3-1. Oh, I thought I would have finished him there before he had a chance to even turn around. Two, three. Three, one.
Flight assist off.
That was some pretty bad pilot in there, boy.
Target destroyed.
1-2. That's one shield ring down.
Scan
I've
detected.
got two left. I'm treating them like shield cell banks because they take so long. There's no point waiting for that shield ring to come back. I'll be here all day. Ah, Dr. Eichmann, eh? Three, one.
Target shields offline. Under attack. Target destroyed.
2-1.
Flight assist off.
3-1.
Flight assist on.
2-1. 3-1.
Target shields offline.
2-1. 3-1. I've run out of energy, haven't I? 1-2.
Target destroyed.
See, the problem is the shields. Bi-weaves will be good here because they would, you could get them boosted and then they would come back a lot faster. Even normal shields. They wouldn't have this many kilojoules, obviously 2,700 and whatever it is. 3-1. 1-3. Three one.
Target shields offline.
Oh balls. Oh well, time to leave then.
Under attack.
Friendly fire. Well, that was enough of a demo anyway. Pity we couldn't take out any condas.
Friendship charge detected.
Cobra wants a piece of the action. Should we let him have it? Yeah. On my next boost.
Flight assist off.
3-1.
Flight assist on. Target shields offline.
Three, 2.
Target cargo dropped. Target destroyed.
2-1. That is this video done then. Yeah, I think we did pretty well. I think there's a few things we can do to it. Maybe replace those 2 turreted pulse lasers, I don't know. They did okay. I didn't use any chaff, didn't use any heat sinks. Multi-cannons are still fairly well loaded up. The only problem is the shields. So I might look at replacing those with standard or even bi-weaves and just try to boost them in the engineers, because you know, these prismatics, they really just do take a long time. So next, I guess we'll just take a look at the Anaconda. I'm guessing we're going to get fairly similar-ish results. I'm guessing somewhere between Fer-de-Lance and Corvette, but edging towards Corvette. So I think what I mean is the results of the Fer-de-Lance, if that was a 0 and the results of the Corvette was a 10, I think the Anaconda is going to be around a 7, something like that. We've got one huge hard point, the same as the Fer-de-Lance, but we've got more overall hard points than the Fer-de-Lance, and more jump range, obviously, than both of these ships. So let's see what the engineers can do to an Anaconda with my thought patterns and recipes, and see what comes up. Alright, so yeah, it wasn't the most thrilling test in the world, and I did let the shields go down more than they should have done. What I'm going to do now, before I sign off, is I'm going to drop the shields, but not here. I'm going to do it in a system where I'm actually not wanted. Let me see, I'm going to go into Bunda. Actually, I've got, what am I doing? I've got Shinrata Desra right there. Oh, but it's 2 jumps. Okay, Bunda it is then. So I'm going to take a jump into Bunda. And then, oh bloody hell, are you kidding? No, you're not, why would you be? Drop it into normal space. Take the shields offline, and then time the recharge. Oh yeah, good luck with this. No! Oh bloody hell, here we go. Did you just go through the rings? I thought it was going to do one of those drop too close. We just went through the rings. Okay, fair enough. That was weird. Did it used to do that before? Huh. Okay, let's knock the orbit lines off. Let the heat go down. Kill the speed. and drop out. Right then, so I will start my stopwatch, and let's see how long these enhanced engineered prismatic shields take to come back online from nothing. So here we go,
Silent running.
and
Shields offline. Thermal signature restored.
now I've started it. The moment she finished saying restored, I've started the stopwatch. So I'll be back and let you know, and then we'll call the video done. Well, this you have to see. Look at these rings going round here. Do not lose your shields in this ship. I mean, it's hard to lose your shields, I suppose. Oh my god. Oh my god. Full Pipster systems. See, this is, you can't put up with this. Now it will be interesting to put standard shields on. If I change to standard shields, I've still got my modified shield boosters. Maybe just bi-weaves, engineered, and then, oh my god, yeah, some engineered bi-weaves along with those 3 shield boosters. The shields are going to be weaker, you know, but at least I can get out of there and I don't have to wait an eternity for the shields to come back up. I don't know what this is going to take, but you can see on the clock it was just before, it was 21:50 when I started this, let's say. Shall I leave the video running? I'll be back. Okay, so the shields are up, and I decided to show you the shields coming on in super quick time-lapse time. So what happened was I let the pips, not the pips, because you're going to get confused with these, aren't you? The red squares that go around the shields when they're offline and they're recharging. You know, the red diddle-lip, diddle-lip, diddle-lip as it goes round. That took 9 minutes and 35 seconds to complete, by which time there was 1 and a bit shield rings already online. And then I started the recording, and that went on to 32 minutes and 35 seconds before I was satisfied that the final ring was the same colour as the other 2. So yeah, just about half an hour to get your shields back, which is exactly what I said it would be. Ooh, dear me, not good. Alright, well that ends this video, and let's see if we can get a better field test with the Anaconda than we did with this. This wasn't too bad. It really showed off the weapons, how destructive they really are. So I guess we did get to see them. I would have liked to face off against Anacondas, but we didn't get any on this particular run. Okay, so that's that, and we'll call that done, and I will catch you on the next one. So bye bye for now.